Oh, we'll see if the old rig wants to fire up here. It's probably about 20 degrees out right now. It's gonna take her a minute to get some fuel in it. It hasn't had fuel in it in a little bit. Okay, all right, you're a little unhappy. I get it. She seems a little fat. We'll roll some choke out of her. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. See if I remember the shift pattern on this thing. I think that's first. Oh, I have a wheel chock. Hold on. Oh yeah, that'll do it. Parking brake not required. Oh yeah, like a dream. God, I love this thing. This thing's so damn cool. Definitely needs a tune-up, which we'll be doing here. Short order. Don't worry, darling. Well, by golly, it took long enough, but we're finally back with the International Scout. If you do not remember the video, I'm going to leave a link for you. Hopefully, it's right up here where I point. But we revived this International Scout. It's an 800A Sport Top Scout, probably around this time last year. And we got it running for the first time in a bunch of years. We got really busy with a bunch of other projects last year, and we kind of put this one back on the back burner. The biggest thing that it needs right now is a little bit of a tune-up, and it needs some brakes. Well, got the driver's side wheel tore off here with the brake drum. Clearly it's leaking fluid from the wheel cylinder, which I have brand new ones to go in it. There's also something else I'm realizing though too. Where's the brake pad? Well, where did it go? Well, that would explain why there was no brakes. So I put fluid in it. And I noticed, like, man, it's like the pedal doesn't come back. Or, like, it would a little bit, and then it, like, seemed like it'd go away. So I was like, okay, it's clearly leaking fluid. So if I just put wheel cylinders in it, which is usually what it is on these drum brakes, I'll be mint. Well, I don't have shoes here, so looks like she's getting put on the back burner again. God dang it. Gosh darn it. Yep. Hard to stop when there ain't no stuff left to do the stopping. So we'll have to order up brake shoes, which I unfortunately don't have here. So we're going to be a little delayed on that. But we're going to do both sides too. I'm not screwing around and only going to do one side. We'll do both sides and just replace all that stuff. Make it good and new again. Definitely got slimy, and the wheel cylinders were definitely leaking for quite some time, which is to totally be expected here. So I'll just take this brush here and just try to get her cleaned up and ready. I'm not going nuts, right? Like, these are actually...
No, they're bolts.
I see what you did there. We got it figured out, and she's back in, so now we can work on getting the rest of our hardware cleaned up if it needs to be cleaned up. All right, so we have our brake adjuster here. This thing was covered in grease, grime, brake fluid, all that other stuff on the passenger side. This one came apart really easy because it was covered with grease. I just went ahead and cleaned it up fully here, as you can see. So we're gonna take some of this brake grease here and we're gonna go ahead and grease her up so that way in the future it won't get stuck, as it did such a great job not getting stuck for the last 50 years. So we'll run our adjuster on here and make sure that it gets in all the threads. Wipe off the excess. And then what we're also going to do is this little cup rides on this guy, and basically that allows the adjuster itself to rotate. So basically what happens is this guy rides between the shoes like so, and to spread these shoes further apart to make it engage further, basically you would have to come in here and spin this, and basically what it will do is, if you can slowly see it here, it'll spread it further apart. So you want to make sure that's all greased up and it's not going to get stuck, because then you'll be wondering down the road, why I ain't got no brakes. And again, this cap is a crucial part of that as well, because it allows this threaded end, or not the threaded end with the gear to spin freely as well. So lubricate them threads, lubricate that shaft.
Do you don't need to clean this one?
If you want to, yeah.
I asked if you need.
Oh, if I needed to. I thought you were offering your services.
I mean, I will, but.
Here's your wire brushes.
Bottom drawer
Oh,
here. You want to put them in the vise? You can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
fine.
holding them.
Get to work over there, will you? Do you have your proper PPE and safety equipment on?
I have these on.
Those aren't proper PPE. Here, we'll really set you up. Here's some cut-proof gloves. So here's some actual safety glasses.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Stay safe, kids. You didn't even put them on. You see this lady over here right now? She didn't put them on.
I put them to the side.
Put them on. Ay. What are we going to do with you?
I don't know.
What are we going to do with you?
Give me a pay raise.
We give me pay raise with that kind of attitude. No shot, bud.
Oh, I got you, Mr.
Alrighty, so with the drum assembly and the brakes being off, if you look in here, you can tell the passenger side was definitely slinging around some grease. I don't know if that's coming from the bearing inside the hub here. That's most likely where it's coming from. I am going to do my due diligence to clean all of that up, just from it being dirty and nasty over time. And we're just going to give a quick little scrub down to the mounting areas where all the brake hardware is going to go. Alright, so we're going to take more of this brake grease here. We're going to put it on this roll pin, because your brake shoes are going to ride there and swivel. And then if you look down here at these pads, the brake shoe rides there as well. So we'll go ahead and lubricate them up on both sides. We'll get this guy slid on and into place, and I'll put the brake shoes over it. So the brake shoe assembly is not complete here fully. We have our adjuster and the bottom adjuster spring back on, but what we're gonna need to do is bring her in here, split her a little bit, and then you see how there's V-grooves on the pads at the very top tips. Those guys ride right up against that pad there, like so, but they just don't hang out there. There's these springs with this retainer pin, and this retainer pin will go in through the back side of the shoe here, and there's holes in the shoe as well. So if you come over here, I'll grab the light so you can see it. Down here on the bottom of the shoe, this pin right here basically is what retains it, along with the spring that I just previously mentioned here. Let me grab it, along with this spring. So if you look at the edge of the spring here, See how there's like a little slot in it? That'll go in. The pin will go in that. And basically what you gotta do is you gotta compress this spring in and then rotate it, and that'll basically lock it in. That's what holds the shoe to the plate. So in and rotate. And if you look, basically there's the slot that it goes in. You have to rotate it basically 90 degrees so it retains. So now that that's in there, these brake shoes are now back in where they need to be. We have brand new ones. Basically what we'll do now is I'm gonna go ahead and clean up this drum. And nothing crazy, just gonna give it a quick, honestly probably a wipe down. The other thing I'm now realizing too is that I never put the wheel cylinder in. All right, so getting the wheel cylinder in now, since I forgot about it, we'll basically there's just 2 bolts on the back side of it, and we'll just have to snug those up, and that'll basically hold that wheel cylinder in place. All right, so we got the master filled back up. Kira's gonna be our pump operator, but basically what we're gonna have her do is gonna have her pump the brakes, and we're gonna pump them until we start seeing fluid come out of the bleeder back here. So the one thing I will tell you though, don't go all the way to the floor with it because it can overextend the master. So like pump it and like honestly almost hold your foot behind the pedal and go to your foot and then back up and then just keep pumping it like that. Whenever you're ready. Oh, hold up. Okay. Go ahead and tighten her back up. Oh boy. Okay. All right. I'm gonna head over to the other side and we'll do the same thing. Oh, if I can get a good bite on the wrench. All right, pump it up. Hold it. Oh yeah. Pump it up. Hold it. Pump it up. Hold it. Okay. How's that pedal feel? Firm?
Yeah.
Oh, she's a squirter. Yeah, yeah, nice boots.
Thanks, I got my tractor spot.
But it's firm and it don't go all the way to the floor.
No.
All right. We should be back in business then. Good work. You know, it's funny, when we first picked this Scout up, it had 2 flat tires on the passenger side. So I went ahead and swapped both tires on both rims. Ironically, guess what still happens? Yep, you guessed it. The tires still go flat. Excellent. So I want to kind of dig into why that is. So like, you know, this thing holds air in all 4 tires. And what's ironic too is that although both tires that we put on the passenger side aren't great, they are way, way, way better than what's on the driver's side. I mean, I'm not joking around with you. This is what was on the driver's side. Still holds air. They're cracked and dry rotted. I mean, ready to blow apart at any given moment. Not much tread left to this one, so not much traction to be had. But we're on a budget here. We can't just blow the budget on tires. So that's why only the 2 on the passenger side got replaced, and that's what we're going to be doing some testing on these ones right here. As you can tell, I wetted them down. Get yourself a soapy bottle of water and then just fill with some air, and wherever you got bubbles is where it's leaking. Do you see a reoccurring problem? Oh, so basically everything leaks. And this is the best tire on the whole dang rig. I guess we'll try to debeat it, clean up the rim, put a new valve stem in it, and maybe it'll hold air. Even went ahead and sprayed the backside here. Got a little bit there. See bubbles growing. Got some there. Bubbles growing. Bubbles growing. So basically she needs to be debeated. The rim needs to be cleaned. which makes a lot of sense. I didn't get it on video, but you should have seen me trying to de-bead the old bias plies off those wheels. I mean, it took everything a mini excavator had to get them to finally pop. So, yeah, not ideal. We got it debeaded. The only problem is I don't have a valve stem that's the right size. So, next solution for now until I get a valve stem is just put a whole other wheel and tire on it. Good thing we have a lot of pieces of junk around here. The extra parts from the CJ deal has come in handy, so we'll go ahead and get this guy up on the front. And yes, it is the same size before you ask. Wheel size, like bolt pattern, and tire size. So, slap her on, boys. Alrighty, new tire, well, new to the Scout, is installed. We're gonna go ahead and fire this thing up now. Now what I did is I added a little bit of Marvel Mystery Oil and some Berryman's to the gas jug. And I put a little bit of Marvel Mystery Oil right down the oil fill too. Basically what I'm hoping to do here is just give the engine a little bit of sauce to maybe help her out. That lifter, if it's kind of getting stuck, running a little bit of Marvel Mystery Oil through it will help it. And then also with that, you know, with the Marvel Mystery Oil being in the fuel too, hopefully it'll get in there and kind of get her in around that valve and kind of clean it out, work it out. And we'll see if it runs a lot better with that. And then we're also, like I said too, we're gonna do a little bit of tuning on this carburetor and with the timing and try to make it run as best as we could possibly make it. I just made some marks on the timing tab and on that pulley there so we can actually adequately see where we're at with timing light. Nothing fancy, just a white paint marker will do. Let's fire it back up and see what we have for timing. Looks like it might only have like 6 or 7 initial, which is obviously a little low. We're gonna probably try to shoot for I'd say somewhere between the 10 to 12 area, and it'll probably idle a lot better. So let's get the distributor loose and put some more advance into it and see what we got. Suction cupped herself. Get our vacuum gauge on now and see how she's doing. brake fluid out of this driver's side. I don't know if it popped the line or what. We'll have to get it up in the air and check it out. Dang. It had brakes for 5 seconds though, and it was glorious, boys. Well, figured out the problem. It blew a brand new wheel cylinder apart, and it actually broke it down here. So when I opened this up, this pin was kind of up, and the brake pad was kind of all messed up. So I don't know if I didn't align them right, which you can't screw that up. Like, it slides in this slot here, and then it goes in to the plunger side. So the only thing is this old one was a little tweaked. So I don't know if it allowed it to roll or what the deal was, but I have a brand new wheel cylinder that's broken. Yep. I mean, straight up broke the damn thing. So what are my options now? Well, order another one and wait another couple of weeks, which I do not have the time to do, or clean up the old one and see if we can get the old one to work. What we're going to do is ensure that it works. We'll go ahead and clean up the inside cylinder here. This is the old plunger that was in it. We'll get all of these components cleaned up. The seals look the same. Those are the two new ones, I believe. And that is one of the old ones. They are the same diameter. So we will slip the new seals in that were in the new wheel cylinder. Then obviously we'll just have to put these caps on and basically rebuild the old wheel cylinder. Alrighty, we're all back together, and we're gonna see if this old one will function now, and let's hope this works. All right, let's see if our rebuild went over well. We pump the brakes here. All right, let's try again. Woo, look at that fire up. Gosh dang, son. So one of the toughest parts about what we're trying to do here right now is that if you looked at the backside of the old wheel cylinder, you'll notice that the bleeder is not really like a full-blown bleeder. It's more of like an Allen key screw. So I wasn't even gonna dare breathe anywhere near that, let alone try to get it to break loose. So this is me trying to work the air pockets out of the brake system, and hopefully it works. Oh yeah. Got brakes now, buddy. Nice. That 1-2 shift was epic. Well, there you have it. The rig finally has brakes for the first time in who knows how many years. So it's kind of cool. That means this thing's kind of coming around to a point where it's pretty good. I still want to play with the idle a little bit. It's a little high now. But I tell you what, it runs the best it does, and the miss isn't as noticeable. So I don't know if the Marvel Mystery Oil is helping her out or not. I definitely like to imagine it's at least doing something for it. Probably next couple things up on the list for the Scout when we come back around to it the next time we're working on this thing is probably an oil change, and gotta mess around with it bombing around, right? So hopefully in the next video, which is going to be in a couple months from now, we're stepping away from this project and we're going to get into another one. And the project that's coming up is going to be probably most of the project that's going to take up most of this year. So getting the Scout to the point where it can run, drive, and stop was a huge goal for me, just so when we want to take this to shows or run it around here, we can. But super, super cool. The rain's starting to pick up. I'm going to wrap up this outro real quick here. So remember to get out in the shop and keep wrenching on those projects. Your dreams will not work unless you do. We'll catch you next time here on Boneyard Revivals. Thank you for watching. Take care.